Hello, it's time for Paper Pumpkin. I am doing this, recording this earlier because I've got my youngest son is here and his girlfriend, and tonight, when you're watching this, is the last night they're going to be here. So I wanted to spend the evening with them. So I'm going to show you how to put together each of these cards, plus the bonus card that I always provide for my team and my Paper Pumpkin customers. So let's get started. This one's called Batter Up, and it is a cute one. All right. So here is the first card. And you can personalize these. Now, where did my stamp set go? There it is. However you want. So like this one, I did Uncle. Let me get blocks. I didn't get that ready. So this one we will do, let's do Dad. So we've got You're the Best. And let's do Dad on this one. So you have a whole bunch of different, well, we could do Grandpa. Now that my husband is a grandpa, but we'll do Dad. And with your kit, you always get the ink spot. Night of Navy is what we're using this month, but I have the full-size pad, so I just use those, and I save these ink spots so I can give them away. All right, here's our pieces. And I'm going to grab, because these are photopolymer, I like to use my Stampin' Pierce mat, and that just helps give you a better image when you're stamping. So we will do You're the Best. And then we'll do Dad underneath. Okay. We'll leave that a minute to dry. That's a lot of ink on there. Close that up just so I don't get into it later. And then let me get, let's see. And if you notice, the directions are different this time. They have a page that shows you everything you need for each card, and then full color instructions for each card. So it tells me I need 12 inches of the twine. Oops. Let me just cut off 12 inches real quick. All right. And this, and they show you, it took me a minute to figure this out, but these kind of hexagon shapes, those are dimensionals. If they're using the glue dots, then it's just solid dot like that. So that tells you what kind of adhesive to put on. So they're telling you to put dimensionals, which they provided. So we'll get that ready first. And they even show you how many they did. So they put one in each corner. And then 2 in the middle. Get my card base. Make sure I'm opening it the right way. And we will just put this in the middle of our card. And then they give you some little glue dots, and I'm going to take your pick tool and put a couple of these. I think they did it yet, pretty much in the middle. And I'm going to put 2 on right next to each other, because they're not really tying this in a bow. They're just kind of looping it back and forth. So a little bit more there. I'm just trying to make it somewhat even. Oops, come here. And then just gather it in the middle and lay it on those glue dots. So instead of tying it, they're just looping it back and forth. And this is going to go on top of it, so it doesn't really matter. And there, I was going to say somewhere they show you. So they're putting dimensionals on this also. So they did pretty much 1 in each corner. Well, kind of. 1 in those corners and 1 in the point. And then this will go, whoops, don't drop it. We'll go right over like that. And then you see a little bit of that coming out the edge. And then it came with these little, I don't know, I guess enamel dots. If I can get them open. And they show you how many you need of each one. So you need 2 yellow and 3 red, and then they show you clearly where they are, which is nice because we usually needed Allison's eagle eyes to show us where they were in the past. So 1 red one here, a yellow one, another red one, and then, oops, yellow one there, and a red one. And there you go. There is the first card. Set that aside. Okay. And you get 3 of each card. The next card we're going to do is this one with the baseball bats. This one had the most pieces to it. So let's find its page. There it is. Oops, that's kind of glare. So let's get all of our pieces out. There we go. And the only thing we're going to stamp on this one is a word down here. So let's see what word we want to do this time. Well, yeah, see, we can't do one of the long ones. It's going to have to be uncle would fit or friend. Let's do friend on this one just for fun. They're always very sticky when you first use them. And we're still using our Knight of Navy. And we'll just put friend. Trying to get where I can see it. Right there. Okay. So now we're going to put, let me get my card base. So it shows us we're going to use glue dots on this red piece and on the bats. So it has 3 glue dots on here, and then on the bats, glue dot here in the biggest part, and then one down here where you can still put it without it showing up on the other side. Okay. We're going to take our red piece first. Put it, looks like pretty much in the middle, maybe just a little bit. Maybe up just a little bit. And then we'll take our bats. And one like that. And one like that. And I'm just making sure that they look pretty even. All right, then we're going to take our baseball and put 3 dimensionals on it. And it is going to go over. You want your friend to be straight, or your whatever you stamped there to be straight. And then the All-Star also, so it also has dimensionals. And I think last time I tried to put them on the very edges and they just barely, I think they just barely fit. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, they did. They fit fine. So we will do that. That way it's flat across the baseball, but it's up off of the card. So if you put them on the very ends, then it should fit over your baseball. Whoops, don't cover up your word. There we go. Now all we need to do is add our little enamel dots. So this one also uses 2 yellow and 3 red. And they show you here how to place them. So we have a red one by this bat. Then by this corner. Then a yellow one there. And then down here, a red one. And another yellow one. All right. There's that card. Okay. One more. Those put away. All right. Our last one is this one. So again, we can choose a word. That will fit on this little label. I wonder if Grandpa would fit on there. Let's see. Yeah, let's do Grandpa this time. Again, we're using Knight of Navy. Let's see if I can, I'm not right over it, so we'll see how it comes out. Not too bad. It'll work. All right. And we're going to use some twine again on the side. All right, so it shows you, get my card base, that you're going to put 5 dimensionals on the back of this. So let's do that. 1 in each corner. And 1 in the middle. And that is going to go, yep, in the middle here, in front of this starburst. And then this time we're only going to do 4.5 inches of twine. When I first looked at this, I tried tying a bow with this. You can't tie a bow with 4.5 inches. I couldn't. And then I realized they're like, oh, they're not actually tying a bow. They're just putting a glue dot there and making it look like a bow. So we're going to take a glue dot and put it here beside the, I'm going to go ahead and get that ready. And then we're just going to double this over again. Like that. And just stick it down. Get this in this side down to that glue dot. Trying to get that tail out a little bit so you can see it. There we go. And then we're going to put, now it'll show you that you want a dimensional on one end and a glue dot on the other. So you want your dimensional on the left end. And they just fit, so that's why I'm making sure it's straight on. And then a glue dot on the other end, and that's because this end is going to hang off, so it needs to be raised up to be at the same level. I don't know where that went. And the other is going to attach to the card. So it's just going to go like right. So we should have put our ribbon up, or our twine up a little bit, so that the glue dot was right over where you're going to put that. All right, and then we need 1 red and 2 yellow of these enamel dots. So we put 1 red one up here, oops, and 1 yellow one here, and then 1 more yellow one down here. And there we go. There's our last card. Okay, those are all of the cards from the kit. Set those aside. And now I will show you the bonus card. So I always have a bonus card for everyone that subscribes to Paper Pumpkin through me or is on my team. And this is the bonus card that we're doing this time. So you will get in your kit all of the pieces for this. So let me pull one out. And the twine, because I don't know that you're going to have enough twine with what you have in your Paper Pumpkin kit. So this is gray granite. And I used that for the baseball cap that comes with it. Let me grab that. And this time I used All Star because it fit on there. There it is. And that I did with the Night of Navy. So let's do our stamping first. Get my, because these are more solid, especially this All-Star one, I'll get my Paper Pierce mat. And let's do the hat first this time. Last time I did the sentiment, but let's do the hat first. So I'm going to put it up at the top. And then I'm going to do Night of Navy. For my All-Star. I'm going to put it underneath. There we go. And then while I have the Night of Navy out, what word should we use this time? How about brother? I haven't used brother yet. And I tried to make this long enough so you can use any of the words you want. But I am going to stamp it a little bit towards the right so I can do that little banner end at the other end. Okay. That is all the stamping that we're going to do. And whoever gets this card, excuse me, I'm not going to put the sentiment on so that if you don't want brother, you can turn it over and stamp something else. But it just goes here over the twine. Okay, let's put this all together. So I've got just a piece of Night of Navy, and this gray granite I did with that Tasteful Textiles embossing folder. I'm just grabbing some of my green glue because that's what I like to use when I'm putting on embossed pieces. And there's just a narrow border all the way around. Then you're going to take your twine and tie it around in a knot, because these are kind of masculine cards, so guys don't like bows as well. go. And I'm going to slide that over this way. And then these are two of the patterns in the 6x6 designer series paper that you can get in each color family. And this is the neutrals. So Night of Navy is in the neutrals. And so all I did is I just took my liquid glue and I just put a little bit of liquid glue on the side. And then this is a little bit shorter, so you just kind of center it there. And then you take this whole thing and put it on your card. So it's going to go above the, and I did it slightly left because you're going to have your tag with your sentiment going to the right. And I did put it on dimensionals. And I think I just did two. One at the top and one at the bottom. And that's just going to go like that. And then you would snip the end of this. And I took some of my dimensionals on the edge and just cut thin strips so that it would sit over that twine. If you don't want it over the twine, you could certainly put it below it. It would fit there just fine too. Let me trim these ends real quick because they're a little bit long. But like I said, I'm not going to attach this, so whoever gets this one, if they want to use a different sentiment, they can turn this over and stamp something else. But that is your bonus card for this month. Oh, wait. I knew something looked wrong. We have to put this actually on the card base. That might be helpful. Make sure this is right where I want it. And straight. You don't have to use liquid glue on this. It's just what I had handy. All right, then it will be done. There we go. Okay, now you have a full card. So that's what it looks like with the sentiment on there. All right, so everything that we did today, these are the 3 that came in the kit. And then this is the bonus one. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me. And I should be live Wednesday night. The kids are going back Wednesday morning. So it'll be back to normal around here, I think, other than when I have to go see my new grandbaby. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.